Hello, gorgeous ladies. I hope you're well. I think I'm going to save this video and upload it. Oh, I've done it on a face mask. I keep finding bits all over my face. I'm going to save this video and upload it onto YouTube so that if we've got any other groups that we want to share this to, if any of you find it valuable, then we can do so. So I hope you're well. In the chat group yesterday, whoops, butterfingers. Hang on. Hello? Wait, swipe left. Video only mode. Swipe left to real comments and reactions. No idea what that means. So I went to a sales coaching group yesterday by the Naked Sales Coach. The girl's name is Orlaith Brogan. She's based in Edinburgh, but she does training all over. Like, she'll do Skype training and things. She is an amazing, such a good-hearted, kind woman, and I've known her since I moved back to Edinburgh a year ago. And yeah, she's wonderful. She clicks with everyone, really good heart. So, I mean, you can always take a follow, have a look on her business page at the Naked Sales Coach. And she does blogs and videos and has her own YouTube page where you can follow. She's got sales, where she's got things that you can, videos and things that you can watch and you can benefit from. So yesterday I went to an all-day business sales boosting session with her and with some other women, and what I learned from that was really valuable, and what I wanted to relay onto you girls, and then obviously you can use it for training down the line with your team as well. So I'm not sure if we're all aware. It's something that I have been aware of since I started network marketing, but something that I never really put into place before, and that was getting a funnel put in place and getting organised and being on top of your paperwork so you can provide the best amount of service possible, but also so you can help generate more income for yourself. Something that I've completely flunked on, so I'm having to go back, start from scratch and do it all again, but at least I know I'm going to be professional, I'm going to do it properly, and albeit my results may not be instant, if I'm consistent with my business, the results will pay off and I can maintain those relationships. So first of all, we spoke about our mindset and getting ourselves into appreciating ourselves and knowing our strengths and knowing our weaknesses so that we can work on that part of things. Hi Anton. So we can work on that first and then go into our business. And from there, I'm just going through like the workbook that I went through yesterday, and I'd quite gladly, just send me a private message. I'll go through any more in-depth questions that you may have. So what is most important about your business? Because at the end of the day, we all work in a sales-based role for what we do within network marketing, but also in life in general is very much sales based, so it's how we handle and deal with that which is going to determine our maximum output. And sales nowadays is completely changing to what it was years ago, and it's very much so the online community of sales. Adverts are not anything that are really cared about or actioned on or that are very valuable, whereas they used to be before. It's more about people will buy from other people that they know, and they will buy from recommendations. And for us as salespeople, how do we come across and make the most positive relationships to gain customers' trust and give them the service that they want and the service that they're going to come back for, because we're quite monogamous with our sales and who we buy from as well. So if you have a good experience with some person, the likelihood is that you'll tend to go back there regardless of the price. It might be that you find that someone is a wee bit more expensive than another person, but because you've got a good relationship and you have a good experience with that other person, you will tend to rely on that. So price, when people say about price being an issue, at the end of the day, that's actually not really the issue at all. What we offer, the main thing now is transformations, and in here it talks about an old sort of sales model, which was the product or business, and then we did sales and marketing from there, and then went to the client. So we had our sales and marketing, and then the kind of clients came to us, and we then changed their lives from that. But now it's flipped on its head, where we, as people that provide a product or service, need to show the transformation first of all in what our product or service can offer us before we need to show the transformation of how it can affect their life before they'll actually commit to buying from us. And so in doing so, there was an example that she said, I think it was something like, it was like a dinner product or something. No, it was IKEA kitchens actually, and their kind of advertising was like, you know, normally you would see a kitchen advertised by a kitchen company, and that would, you know, they would be advertising the hard oak wood or the stainless steel, or, you know, the qualities of the good product, you know, to try and draw people in. But not anymore. What IKEA were advertising was, you know, we have, you know, kitchen table, kitchen units here, and showing a family enjoying a dinner together. And that's the transformation, because that is the outcome, and that's what the people want to feel, the end result, or feel a snippet of the benefit, so they understand, right, okay, so if that product is going to make me feel like that, or I'm guaranteed that result at the end of it, then yes, I don't care about the nitty gritty, or, you know, if it's made from solid oak wood, or if it's made from stainless steel, or blah blah blah. It's the end result and how it's going to make you feel. And that's what, so for us, in the industry that I'm in, which is cosmetics and makeup, it's about how I want, obviously if men want to wear makeup they can, but if, you know, the majority of my customers are women, and so I want to make women feel how I feel when I wear makeup, because I know that that's how the majority of women feel. And that's, you know, I'm not wearing any makeup just now because I don't care, but when I am wearing makeup, like, I feel confident, I feel empowered, I feel, you know, I feel like I know, yep, that's why I'm ready to take on the world. And it kind of gives you that extra sense of power. And I now understand from this that in order for me to offer a product appropriately, I want to display those feelings, and I want women to understand those feelings, so they can go, wow, if that foundation makes Sarah feel like that, then, you know, maybe Sarah's displayed this feeling from wearing this foundation, maybe I'll feel like that too. And then that's what gives them the kind of temptation in which to buy. So for us within our industry, we have the products, so the transformation is the products, but also we have the business opportunity as well. And especially within that, you know, I find that a bit more maybe easier to convey, because I know, like, I really feel the benefits of that in terms of my life has changed over the last year, and the positivity, the mindset, the change in attitude, in embracing a network marketing company such as the one that I am in, those feelings are really conveyed. And when I talk to people and talk to them about the opportunity, they say how they, they get that feeling from me, and they can see how it has changed me in that positive way. And that's the feeling that you are supposed to be putting out there and displaying, which will then draw people in. But in doing so, you need to create your funnel. So what she also, just before I go into the whole funnel thing, she talked about getting your ideal client and understanding exactly who your ideal client is. Now, we have quite a generic understanding that women that like makeup are our ideal client, but you can go a wee bit more into the nitty-gritty with that, and you can maybe specify, well, I want this sort of woman that likes this, and you can really drill and narrow it down to, based on your own market research or the type of customer that you have sold to in the past, or the type of customer that you want to sell to in the past. You can really drill it down. And again, I can go through any of those questions with you so you can understand that a bit better, and then in doing so, you're able to market yourself and your products to that client more specifically. Because in doing that, you can't just, in trying to sell a product to the mass market, you can't just throw shit at the wall and hope it sticks. You have to be really quite specific, and I know that kind of almost sounds like you're really narrowing yourself down, but I think when you crack it, the world's your oyster, because it's rather, being like a jack of all trades, as opposed to you can be a master here at something. So that's something for you to think about as well. So after discussing who our ideal client would be, we spoke about our funnel. So in terms of a sales funnel, there's a couple of different areas for us that we can look into this. So we can look into it from a customer and business point of view in terms of us selling our products, or we can look into it from a business opportunity or party point of view. So you can have a few funnels, but the one that I'm going to focus on just now, because we're all looking to build our business, is our opportunity funnel. And in doing so, I'm just going to see if I can. I've got face mask all down my jumper as well, so excuse me. So, whoops. I just need to clench my legs a bit together. Okay, so with our funnel, what we are told and what we are taught within our company is to do our 100 no's, where we message 100 people and ask them about the opportunity and share our excitement about what we have to offer, because we're all, like I said before, we're all in this for a reason. We all love the company and doing what we do, so why wouldn't we want to share this opportunity? But it's not really professional messaging 100 people that we haven't really spoken to before, or maintained relationships, or really gotten to know. And it's a bit spammy when you're messaging people, offering them this opportunity and not giving them the sort of, you're kind of trying to give them the transformation, but you don't know them well enough to convey their transformation. And that might mean that this random girl, Jenny, that you're messaging, she might not care about getting extra cash, and you're sending her a message saying, I know an opportunity in which you can earn way more money. Like, that's not going to be effective. Jenny might want to make more friends, or Jenny might want to have the kit because she wants to learn how to do some makeup. And so you really have to, 100 No's is a fabulous tool, but we have to take it we have to take a step back first of all and have our funnel in place where we can then build our funnel of 100 No's. So before we get to doing that, what we need to start doing first is maybe making a list of more than 100 people. Now, the likelihood is, excuse me, that we all do have more than 100 friends on Facebook. So if you make a list of more than 100 people, so let's say 200 to 250 people, through doing that, set yourself a time period that you think is realistic to you of how much time you can commit, because at the end of the day, this is your business. So however, your success is down to what you put into it. So break that 200, 250 names into daily amounts that are manageable for you. And go in, send a message, do not mention the business at all, but go in and talk to these people. Rebuild a relationship, look at their profile, find out what they're doing, try and find a common interest between you and them and build a relationship and talk to them. And if they reply to that and you have a conversation with them, then schedule another date within your diary to retouch back on with that person. That's when you then also, because you're conversing with them and you're having you're re-establishing a relationship with them, you can then start liking their posts, liking their pictures, commenting on things that they're doing online, and then you go back and you touch base with them because you've scheduled that in your diary and you're building and maintaining this relationship with them. Once you have been doing that, if they're local to you, after a month or so, you can maybe, and you feel comfortable with the person that you're talking to, you can offer to maybe meet them for a coffee or a drink. Again, not to mention the business. You want to be this person's friend and you want to build a relationship with them, to trust them. One, to know as well, not because you need to think, do they have an agenda, or you don't want them to think that, or is this a motive here? But at the same time, think about it from your point of view. Do you really want to work with somebody that you don't like very much, or that you don't have a good relationship with, or you know that you're not going to work well with them? So it's not just for them to think that you're being kind of slimy and heavy on them. It's something that you can then to find out if you think that the business is a good fit for them. So you meet them for a catch-up drink, or maybe offer to Skype, or just continue to maintain the relationship if they're out with your area and it's not possible to meet them. And then after you've had and maintained this relationship for a while, then they can go in your official 100 no's list of people that you have maintained this relationship. So you're effectively trying to filter out 100, you're trying to get 100 no's from a pile of 200, 250 people that you have built and maintained a relationship with, so then you can ask and offer these people if they are interested in the opportunity somehow. So that's you working on your funnel. So you've got your pile of friends that are on your Facebook or through on your social media, and through building and maintaining a relationship with them, that's when you want to have at least 100 people that you know that you have built a relationship with. They know you and they trust you because you've been conversing with them for a certain amount of time, and that's when you can then offer them the opportunity. And if they say no, then that's absolutely fine. Hey Jodie, if they say no, that's absolutely fine. You can then go on and still carry on the relationship with them. It doesn't mean that, all these months of keeping friendly with them has been absolutely wasted, because at the end of the day, it's someone that you've been becoming friends with over a couple month period. If they say no to you once, that doesn't mean you need to fall out with them and never speak again. And also, that doesn't mean that they're never going to sign up. Ray is the perfect example. Ray said no to me for ages, and then she signed up, but her and I still had a really good relationship. It wasn't like I was like, So if they still say no, then you can still maintain a relationship with them, and through your branding and attraction marketing, then they might come back to you and say, yeah, this is something that I actually am interested in. I know you mentioned it to me before. So that's how the kind of funnel works of the opportunity. Jodie, have a wee watch back of it. so that you kind of understand the nitty-gritty of it. But in short, again, make a list of around 250 people, start talking. So again, this isn't for like quick hits now. This is like, let's plan our business over the next 3 months. And over the next 3 months, that's when we want to re-establish our business and take it to the next level. So over the next 2 months, that's where we compile our list of 250 people that we have on Facebook to start conversing with. So schedule 250 chats, and no mention of the business, but just for relationship building purposes in. Send out messages to touch base, find out how they are, how are their kids. From all the people that reply and that you converse with, schedule in more chats, all of which this is when things really start to filter down. And then after 1 to 2 months, that's when you can start putting a list together of your real 100 no's. And then from your 100 no's, you ask, and will people either say yes or no, and regardless, you're still looking to maintain the relationship and you're still looking to go through and add it. And so the same thing works with your products, and your brand. If you're looking to sell your brand, and that's also in ways of like boosting your page. Talking about as well adding value. So I had a big conversation yesterday about like my VIP group, and I was saying that the girls in Australia, in the Australian team, they're shit hot on their VIP list, and they talk to their VIP group every single day. They post on it, they add value to it, and I thought, oh my god, like my VIP list, like I feel really bad because these are all my best customers. They're all people that have bought from me when I've done offers and things, and in general, and I haven't maintained those relationships when these people like are gods to me. Like they are my bread and butter. Why have I not treated these people better? So in terms of if you either have a business page or a VIP page, this is something that you really need to go back in and nurture. And that's not, and again, in a way where you need to go down and try and sell the product. But again, from a sales funnel point of view from there, what you want to be able to do is to plant seeds, give value to these people because they're the people that have bought from you in the past. And it's nice to give something back to them, and that's not just to say that you give them back product, or you can give them value in other ways. So for me, what my plan to do to resurrect my VIP group is to go in and to give makeup hacks at least 3 times a week, and at least another 2 times a week. Just offer some sort of funny, just to show that I am like a good person and I have a sense of humour, and that I'm not spammy and all about business, because I do like to make people laugh at the same time as well. So and because I'm not a makeup expert, I just want to show some people easy, quick ways to look a bit better and feel a bit better about themselves, because that's important to me. So I have in my kind of funnel from there, and also you can do this if you've got a business page as well, to display like to try and get more likes or to get more notices or interactions on your Facebook page. You can create like a video or an ebook, or like a blog where you can share that on your page, and then you can perhaps offer some sort of prize for people that like, share, comment. And so in the initial thing that you're giving a kind of free bit of advice. So like I'm giving my VIPs some value because I'm giving makeup hacks to them. Now again, in that I'm not selling them the product, but I'm using my products to display these hacks. And over time, if I am able to re-establish the trust with my clients from there, then perhaps they'll come back to me and buy some more product that way as well. So you can you can offer some sort of value to your Facebook group in order to generate people that you can build relationships with, whether that be someone that you then offer the opportunity to, or that follows you, or then eventually buys the product. It still goes down that funnel line. So what I've taken from this myself, as I said before, was about my VIP group. So I have made 2 pages of beauty hacks, makeup beauty hack videos that I'm just going to do. I'm going to go put it on a live, make it less than 5 minutes, because nobody likes to watch a main video unless it's a training that's longer than 5 minutes. And I have my VIP schedule, which I need to fill out, but I'll schedule my videos in for doing that for the rest of the month. I also have my 90-day goals. So instead of coming out of yesterday's training with like a gazillion different goals that would probably be then therefore, I will do, unachievable. Yeah, no bother, I will. That would then therefore be unachievable. I've come out with like 3 main things that I really want to focus on. So that's consistency in my VIP group, because like, as I said before, they're my bread and butter, they're my main people that have bought from me in the past, and they're my loyal customers, and they're the people that I really want to establish relationships with. And widening my external circle was another one as well. So that's making friends within Facebook and with outside of Facebook as well. And then also my third main goal for over the next 90 days is having conversations, making new relationships and follow-ups. And then within that, hang on, where's my wee black book? So I initially made my 100 no's list, and I've got 50% of the way through that. And fortunately, I do have quite good relationships with all the people that I've sent messages to anyway, and albeit I've had a majority of no's, and I've had a fair few that haven't responded, which is fine. I have had a few back that are interested. So what I've done from that is made a list of people that are interested, then made a list of people that I think would be really good at the business, that I want to maintain relationships with, because they'll either be really good at the business or they'll buy from me. But people that have said no, that I would still like to keep in with anyway, just so that they know that they can trust me and that I am legitimate and professional, and they'll be able to see from there, because I also think that they could maybe come around. And then my list of customers that have bought recently from me, and then I'll make a list of the products that they have bought, so I can set a time frame within X amount of time, depending on what they bought. I can then touch base with them again, like, so say it's the foundation, I'll message them in 2 months' time, depending on when they bought it, and say, how are you getting on with your foundation? Do you need a top up? Just knowing the length of the time that the product, that they've had the product, and that if you use it every day, like how long it takes to run out. So that's it seems a bit intense with everything that was going on, and I know that I kind of felt a wee bit overwhelmed yesterday, like coming back and kind of going, whoa. But don't think of this as think of this as a 90-day thing. If we work our businesses intensively for 90 days, so we work like at least, put a little bit of effort in every single day for 90 days, then we can have a break at the end. Then our business will have progressed so much more than what it would now. But it's just about a case of being organised, being consistent, being persistent. So I think that's it for now. But if you have any questions, please give me a shout, and we can discuss further. All right, I'll speak to you later, ladies. Hope you're well. Bye-bye.